Hello, everyone. I am LaDonna McAbee, your host at Networking Expert. And I have my great friend on with me today, Dar Bassie-Cripps. And her and I have known each other now for a few years. And it's been so exciting to see her grow and be able to speak and teach people. And she's so great with her hands. She is a great artist and creator. And we just want to bring her on and really share with you what she does, why she does it, and maybe a little bit about how she does it. So you really understand things about Dar. And Dar, welcome.
Thank you for having me here.
Absolutely. Dar, tell me about you. Where do you live? Your spouse, your pet, whatever you want to say about you. We want to
Okay.
get to know
Um,
Dar.
all right. That's easy. I am Canadian born, raised in Ontario, where um, people drown their pancakes in maple syrup, real maple syrup. And they, of course, are, made from the maple trees and so on. But anyway, I live here in the bush with my wonderful spouse, Abby, and our senior dog, who is slowly slipping through, and we're, basically his old age home. And so anyway, it's a big inspiration here living in the bush. And I have hummingbird feeder set up at my window, and I saw actually for the first time two hummingbirds together at the same time, and they were kissing. It was so cute.
Oh, I
So,
love that. I love nature.
me too.
We live on a small acreage. We have about 5 acres, but it surrounds us with a pond and creeks and I love it here in Texas. But every time I go outside to sit on my swing on the deck or walk down to the creek or pond, it's amazing what I see just in the nature. And I just love that, and McDonald's is only a mile from me, but I still get this nature all the way around me. I don't see cars and I only have one neighbor and I don't live in the bush like you do, Dar, but I do get some nature and that is hard to find sometimes.
Right, right.
It really is.
Well, we actually live about 3 or 4 minutes from the Highway 11, which is known as the Trans-Canadian Highway.
Oh my
And
God, that is so funny because the nearest highway to me is Highway 11.
oh, that's interesting. We have a lot in common, see?
That
That's,
is so funny. I
it
mean,
is.
right? I mean, just right up the street from me. That's the highway I get on. The first real road I get on after I leave my house and after I leave my road is Highway 11 here in Luella, Texas. So that's
That's cool.
car in Canada. That's her first big highway. It's Highway 11. So
That's
you
right.
never know what you're going to say when we get on Zoom, right? It's just
That's right.
authentic, it is natural, and it's all about us. It's just us being humans.
That's right.
So, Dar, I know that you are creative, and I know that you have created lots of cards, lots and lots of cards to cheer people up, to cheer people on. And you have created, I'm guessing, hundreds and hundreds of cards. But first, tell us, where did you start?
I start on a blank canvas similar to this, and then I will put um this is 5.5 by 4.25, and then I take another card and cut it down so that you can see the edges around the card. But before I glue it onto the card, I will embellish it like this.
That's awesome.
And
Halloween colors, it looks like.
yes, that's right. I'm working on my favorite time of year now.
Yes,
And then here's another sample. But because
how
I only
pretty is
have
that?
because I only have Halloween cards, um, this here, for example, it's not
Mm,
a greeting card, obviously, but it is called an ATC. But it's got the 2.5 by 3.5 in size, so that they fit in trading card sleeves, like hockey cards and baseball size cards. Some people use playing cards as a background for the ATC, and some people use all kinds of different materials. So that makes me an multimedia, mixed multimedia collage artist.
that's
And
awesome. Now, when
I
did you
love it.
start this?
Pardon?
When did you start your card creation?
Well, it started off with artist trading cards. My sister-in-law, late sister-in-law, told me about artist trading cards. She didn't get into any details. She just said artist trading cards. And I looked it up and I went, wow. I became addicted and now I have a whole plethora of different items to use on my cards, like ink, markers, of course, glue and scissors and paper. And some people even use different things like punchinella and bubble wrap. Uh, it's just amazing, amazing what you can do. And then there were three people, first one being Abby. She wanted me to start making money. And ATCs are not intended to be sold. They are just intended to be traded, and which I have art from people all over the world, literally. So my art is out there all over the place. But now, because of Abby, and I hesitated because I didn't want it to become something I had to do. However, I jumped on to LaDonna's networking events, and sure enough, people wanted my cards, and I'm like, I was still blown away. And now I make the greeting cards, and because of yourself, LaDonna, and another friend of ours, Sherry Leopold, makes the trio that got me going. And believe it or not, that was a whole entire year ago on Wednesday.
Yes, your 1 year anniversary. How does that
Hey.
know that you took in your creations, your joy, your craft, your hobby, and now you've turned it into a money maker? How does that feel to be in business for an entire year and still making money?
It feels good. Feels really good actually to be able to help pay some bills or something like that or whatever. If I need some supplies, then I just go get myself a customer and get paid and get the supplies and make the cards and ship them down or over
Absolutely.
or up.
Absolutely. Now, I mean, I know that I have bought probably at least 100 cards from
You
you.
were my first customer.
And I have continued to buy cards because I want you to know these are not cards that you're going to go to. And there's nothing wrong with you going and buying your cards wherever you decide to buy them. But these cards are art,
Yes.
are custom made by hand. You will never find two alike cards. They're not cards like you're going to go to the Dollar Tree, the dollar store, the Walmart, the Targets, even the Hallmark stores. All of those cards are duplicated. But Dar's cards, you will never find two alike. And it's amazing how many people that I send cards to from Dar and they will come back and tell me how wonderful they are, how beautiful they, how the uniqueness. And Dar, that's got to make you feel great when people tell you. I know I've told you what my people think. I've even made a video about your cards when we
That's
first.
right.
And how does that make your ego feel, your heart and body and soul feel when you hear
Um,
this?
Very heartwarming, very satisfying, knowing that all of my art is out there somewhere. And even after all these years, 14 years of being self-taught and learning along the way, I'm still learning. You're always learning. And when I first started in 2009, there was nothing on the internet about ATCs or artist trading cards. And now you want to talk about mind blowing. just just look up techniques for backgrounds for cards and you get a million hits now.
Yes,
And yes, and it was also I realized within the last couple of years, I didn't have a legend, but I had a legend all along right under my nose. My
absolutely.
art is out there as far away as Africa, Dubai, UK, and it just makes me feel really good.
Oh, it has to be. I mean, you are worldwide. Anywhere that we want to send a card to, as long as they have a mail system of some kind,
Hmm.
I know that when I have my special events, each and every speaker gets a card from me via Dar because I will order my cards from Dar and we send them out, no matter if they're in the UK or if they're in the US or in Canada. Um, we have sent cards to India from Dar. I know that she sent a couple for me, and it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. So, Dar, do you have anything new that you're going to do different for your second year in business?
Well, the only thing I really have to do is change how I do things, is because I had an incident happen in the end of July 24. I lost vision in my left eye. So I have to pace myself now. And instead of directly taking orders, well, it's still directly taking orders, but I have to break it down to three customers a month or and it just I have to change that because I get so tired so easily now because of this incident that has thrown me for a loop. Certainly wasn't expecting it.
No, and that's
And
one thing in life we cannot. One thing my husband and I, over the many years, 41 plus years, we've been up and down and a roller coaster full of life, right?
mhm,
One thing we've learned very early on, one thing that we cannot control in our life is our health. You can
right,
control some of it. Some of it we can, some of it we bring on ourselves. But guess what? We never know when we're going to lose our sight or have to have surgery or fall from a tree and have a broken leg. Whatever it is that we don't always have control. And
that's
that's
right.
what's so sad. But I'm so happy, Dar, when you told me that you lost your eyesight and I had a long talk about not giving up. Not giving up. You tread on. When you fall, I want everyone to know fall forward. Don't fall down. Don't fall back. Fall forward. As long as you're falling forward, you will accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish. It may just look different. It may be slower. It may take you longer, but you will get there. You
Right.
will get.
And I just want to say also that by the grace of God, I can still see. And it's something you cannot take for granted. You cannot
Absolutely.
take for granted the use of your hands, the use of your legs, the use of your eyes. Um, Life is too short.
Yes. And you know what? I wish that myself, I am not the same LaDonna as I was 20 at 20 or 30 or even 40
Or even 2 years ago.
or even 1 year ago. I'm different because I've grown. And one thing my husband told me one day, and it stuck. It has stuck like glue. Probably about a year ago, he said, LaDonna, you must slow down and enjoy the ride. Enjoy your journey of life.
Hmm.
You don't know what tomorrow brings. You know, in 1 year, Dar, I broke my arm and my leg in the same year, 6 months apart. You never know how much you use your left arm until you break
I
it.
know, right?
No, you think the right arm, because I'm right-handed, was the one that, no, it takes both to do so many things.
Hmm.
And I had to learn and adjust what I could do and could not do, but, or adjust how I did it. But you know what? My God up above does not give me more than I can handle.
That's what they say.
But you know what? It's not about what's going on around you, Dar. I want you to remember it's how you react.
Hmm.
It's how we react to every situation that we are going through, because there are always situations. So, Dar, have you thought about doing postcards or bookmarks, or are you going to stay with just the greeting cards?
Um, I um I can do all of the above.
Okay.
How, however,
I don't know if I want anything different unless I'm having some kind of special occasion or something.
right.
Maybe you would want a postcard, or maybe you would want a bookmark, or, you know, if you're in a Bible class, bookmarks would be great to put in your Bibles, or maybe gifts for a school teacher, because remember, these are one of a kind. You could call Dar and say, and I do, I'll say, Dar, I need 14 cards in 30 days. And she will have them all ready for me, but none of them will be exact because they're created by her hands. And she can do so many things. Dar, is there anything else that you want to add to this interview before we leave?
Um, there's something here I'd like to show everybody. I'm considering, I don't know when I'm going to do it yet, because of the eye thing has kind of delayed it a little bit. But here is, oops, bookmark.
I love that.
It's a challenge. Yes, that is the epitome of mixed media. And then there's this one, which is Halloween themed. And the
Oh my God,
process,
I love that. And I'm going to order some of those. I love that. Now, my youngest, I have four grandchildren, Dar.
yes,
They are 18, 16, 16, and 5. Now, how
okay.
cute would it be for my 5-year-old grandson to take a Halloween bookmark to his teacher? Would
Eh,
that be the
oh,
greatest thing?
here's another one.
Oh, wow. You know what?
This is this is what I'm considering doing a class on, are these bookmarks. And they can be anything. And my friend said to me, my artist friend of, oh, we've been friends forever. And she has a group on Facebook and she posted a challenge of bookmarks. And the process, talk about enjoying the process. What you do is you take all different kinds of strips of scrap paper. I don't throw out my scrap paper. I don't throw out anything. And um, you take a ruler and you line it all up with a ruler so you know they're all going to be nice and straight all the way down. And I just love these. My favorite one is the Halloween one, of course, because that's my favorite season. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
You know what
But
would be so cool, Dar, is if we could get together after the interview. I would love to get together with you and put together a kit that we can purchase before the class, because you already have the supplies. And if we could buy a kit for maybe $10 plus shipping or whatever, and then that way we don't have to go to Hobby Lobby or Staples or any of those places and buy all of these pieces, it would add up to be way more than what we could buy the kit from. And if we're not going to start creating it on our own, I don't want all those scrap papers,
No,
that's left over. I would rather buy a kit
makes
with
sense.
everything in it to make a Halloween bookmark or
Right.
a fall bookmark or Christmas bookmark or
I think
Hanukkah
fall
bookmark. There's
theme.
so many things.
Right. I think a fall theme
Yes,
because there's a lot of people who are Christians and
yes.
they are not fond of Halloween, right? So yeah, so I would definitely make it a fall theme, but that could
It
include
could
Halloween.
fall, it could go for Thanksgiving, it could go for Halloween for people that do Halloween, or just because. I love just because.
Exactly. And I think that the idea of I didn't even think of it, but I think the idea of having a kit for the bookmarks, same as the greeting cards for that matter.
Absolutely.
I would let it, my goal is for 2025 is to actually make do a class once a month.
That would be all. I think that would be awesome. And I
Yes,
hope that people, we have our classes inside our membership at Networking Expert. And I would love to get you on the calendar for a class on whatever it is you want to do, a bookmark or a greeting card or a postcard, whatever it is. Um, Even a placemat. Imagine if you had
that would be fun. With
that would
the
be
same
fun,
process,
right?
I really enjoyed the process of that, and it's all about enjoying the process.
Yes.
So
And
right
you know
now,
what? I would I might even include one of my grandchildren to sit in, and I don't know if I could get the teenagers to do it, but because they're teenagers. A 5-year old, he could sit next
right?
to me and help me put it together while we're doing it on Zoom. And how
That
fun
would
would
be
that
fun.
be?
That would be so much fun.
Fun. He would have fun. I would have fun enjoying doing it with my membership, with my friends, and with my grands. There's so many things that Zoom brings us. We have to
Absolutely.
remember that. It's not just Zoom, there's lots of platforms out there, but we can do so many things. I would have never probably ever met Dar and Abby, her spouse, if it wasn't for social platforms like Zoom. That's how we met. And I feel like she's a sister. We are so close. And I can talk to her about anything, and she can talk to me about anything. And I just want to bring this up because don't take anything for advantage and know that you got to love and be authentic, like, know, and trust. And I mean, I send everyone I know to Dar because I trust Dar. She's
Mhm.
going to take care of my friends on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, whatever it is, on my groups I'm in. And those are the kind of people you want to surround yourself with.
That's right.
Uplifting. There's no jealousy. There's no, oh, I'm afraid she's going to take my business away. There's millions of people out there, folks. Grab hold of your loves in your life and put them in your bubble, in
That's right.
that bubble. And
Yes.
let me tell you, Dar is inside that bubble. She has talked about Abby inside that bubble. She has talked about Sherry Leopold in my bubble. There are so many because we are givers
Hmm.
and we give and we give more, and not just material things, but our time, our love, our joy, ideas and suggestions. So, Dar, it has been a pleasure. I just want to get people to know who you are, what you're about, and happy 1 year anniversary. And we will
Oh,
post
thank you.
about that on Wednesday for sure to let everyone know this is a happy birthday for Dar's cards. So,
Yes. Can I just mention one last thing before we go?
absolutely.
I really love your events. I look forward to them because the people are real and the people there are, we are all like-minded, and you never know what's going to happen. Because I was in a Ask LaDonna event one day and I was feeling kind of down, and she gave us an exercise to talk about three things about ourselves. And I don't remember the first two words, but I remember the last word. I'll never forget it. Powerhouse. And LaDonna picked up that I didn't feel like I was a powerhouse, and she knew I was kind of down that day. So anyway, she went around the whole room and everybody had to say, Dar, you are a powerhouse. And I had to repeat it back. And that happened about a week or so before I lost sight in my left eye. And other than Abby, I truly believe that LaDonna is the reason why I have been able to stay on top of everything. And not, I could have chosen the opposite option, but instead I chose to be in good spirits all the way through it. And LaDonna, from my heart to yours, I thank you for that. And I also realized, hey, I can still see. I'm gonna not let anything happen to that.
Absolutely. Dar, you are a complete angel, a joy. How can people reach out to you? What is your website address, please?
My website address is www.darscreativecards.ca. All one word, all small letters. And there are two pages that you can go to learn about or see, visually see how people react to my art. And that is on the reactions page. You must go to the reactions page. There are lots of video reviews and Google reviews, and the other page is my social media page where you can find all the links to all of my social platforms that I hang out in.
That is awesome. Thank you so much, Dar. Have a blessed, and great day. And I will see you next time. Bye
You
bye,
got it.
everyone.
Bye.